Good morning, children. Good morning, Ted. Good morning, children. I hope you all had a good weekend and you've all been good and listening to your mummies and daddies. Well, today we are going to recap all the words that we did last week. So remember when we did loads and loads of learning and loads of different words that we used last week. So I'm just going to go over them so we can just remember what we did. So the first word that we did was wrist. Our wrist, our hand and our arm. Our wrist is connected to our hand and arm. Then the other word was ankle. Our ankle is connected to our feet and also our leg. So it's connected to your foot and your leg. It's in between. Then other words was toes, which are on your feet, fingers and thumb. And then we thought about our body, the whole body, and your head is connected to your whole body. And then tongue, that we lick, bite, our teeth. So we've got teeth and we bite. We throw and catch, and throwing and catching the ball. We shake our hands like maracas or tambourine. We can shake, we can scratch. We can scratch scratched head. We can stroke and stroke. Something's rough, like the branch of the trees, that's quite rough. Or the floor outside on the road is rough. The bricks are rough. And like something is smooth, like the surface is smooth, like Ted is smooth. And then we also learnt the words big, something is big, bigger and biggest. And then we learnt about small, smaller and smallest. And then we also learnt fast and slow, something that goes really fast like a train, aeroplane, car, and something that really goes slow like a snail or a tortoise. Or sometimes we walk really, really slow. Today's words are going to be your eyes. So your eyes, like Ted's eyes and like my eyes. We see with our eyes. Without eyes, we won't be able to see anything. I won't be able to see Ted and Ted won't be able to see me. And then we won't be able to see you, children. So eyes, like your eyes, I want you to point at your eyes. That is what we see with. Your nose, and like Ted's nose, is something that we smell. So you know when we smell things, sometimes we smell nice things and sometimes we smell not nice. We smell with our nose. Mouth, this is our mouth. We talk with our mouth, we eat with our mouth. These are ears, our ears, like Ted's ears, and we listen with our ears. Listen. So we listen to sounds, we listen to people that are talking, we listen to people that are singing songs. So listen. We listen to our teachers in class. Most important, we need to listen very carefully. We listen for traffic on the road. It's coming traffic, we don't cross the road. And also, our other words are going to be clothes, buy and make, boots, jacket, hang and wear, uniform, helmet, match, shirt and belt. So these are our words that we're going to be learning. I'm also going to be reading a story to you. But my friend Ted has got a lot of work to do today. Because it's Monday morning, he's going to be looking at all the videos and all the pictures that you children have sent. And he's going to be having a look at them to see if children have been doing good work and good listening. So off you go, Ted. And I will do this lesson, then we'll meet tomorrow again. Bye. Right. Our words for today that I have just mentioned is belt. Belt. Belt is something that you would wear around your waist. Like this boy is wearing a belt. He's wearing a belt around his waist. Like this man's wearing a belt. He's wearing a belt around his waist to hold his bodysuit. Belt. When we sit in the car, we wear a seat belt. Belt around your waist to hold your trousers up sometimes. Policeman. He's wearing a uniform. That's a police uniform. Children, a bit like Nishkam's uniform, red, but not so the tie. This is a school uniform. Like you children wear a school uniform when you go to school. These children also wearing a school uniform. And the policeman's wearing a school uniform as well. And he's got his helmet. And these children are also wearing a school uniform. There's a school uniform there. The girl's wearing her school uniform. Very smart. The policewoman's wearing a school uniform. So a helmet that we wear to protect our head when we're on a bike or a motorcycle. Okay. Also, firemen wear a helmet when they're doing the job. The fire lady. That's a helmet. The fireman wearing a helmet. That's a builder wearing a helmet. So when you're working in the construction area, there's a helmets there. So sometimes you children put helmets on. And these are our shoes. School shoes. These are called flip-flops. Sometimes we wear them on the beach. Our trainers. And our shoes. Grown-ups would wear. And boots. These are different type of boots. And these are different type of boots. These are more boots for where you would wear when you're climbing or running or walking for a long distance. These boots you would wear going out. And these are our rally boots. We wear them when it's raining. They all come in different sizes and shapes and colours. And this is our rain jacket, coat that we wear when it's raining. That's our jacket. And our blazer and vest. T-shirt and a shirt and a jacket and hanging. So these are herbs and spices that someone has put them into little branches, hold them together, tied a knot on them with a piece of thread, and they're hanging. These are our clothes that we hang on the rails, like when we go to the shopping. When we go to shops and we see them in the shopping where the clothes aisles are, and you can see that the clothes are hanging. So a picture frame that we put on the wall and we hang it. We hang our clothes on the washing line. Boys hanging on the bar, a bit like on our playground where we've got bars and we can play. When we go back to school, we will show you them. We will take you around that big playground and you can have a look at the equipment that we have there. And our pegs, like you put your coats on your pegs, you hang your coats on your pegs. Someone's hanging their umbrella on their peg. So these are the words that we have learned today. We will be recapping them over the week. And we'll be doing some fun activities with them as well. Today I'm going to read you a story. and my story is going to be about Cinderella. So once upon a time, there was a young girl called Cinderella. She was very poor. She lived with the two ugly sisters and a wicked stepmother, who were very cruel. One day, they were all invited to a ball at the palace, but Cinderella was not allowed to go. Cinderella was very sad. The ugly sisters went to buy some new clothes for the ball. One day they were ready. The ugly sisters and the wicked stepmother went to the ball, leaving Cinderella on her own. Cinderella started to cry. Suddenly there was a puff of smoke, and a kinder voice said, "Stop crying, dear. I am your fairy godmother, and I will use my magic to make sure that you can go to the ball." Cinderella was so surprised. She stopped crying immediately. The fairy godmother waved her wand, and magically the pumpkin turned into a coach, the mice turned into a horse, the rat turned into a driver, and the lizard turned into a footman. She waved a wand again, and Cinderella's dirty clothes turned into a beautiful dress, and her dirty shoes turned into glass slippers. "Now go and enjoy the ball, my dear," said Fairy Godmother. "But remember, you must be back before midnight, because the magic stops working." So Cinderella got into a coach and went to the ball. When she got there, she saw the handsome Prince Charming. Everyone wanted to dance with him, including her ugly sisters, but Prince only wanted to dance with Cinderella. She was having such a good time, she didn't notice how late it was. When she heard the clock start chiming at midnight, she remembered what her fairy godmother had said about the magic wearing off, and she ran away. She ran so fast, one of her glass slippers fell off. The prince tried to run after her, but he couldn't keep up. He found the glass slipper and promised to search the land until he found the person who fitted the glass slipper, because he was in love with her. Next week, everything had turned to normal in Cinderella's house. Her sisters were still ugly, and her stepmother was still wicked. One day there was a knock on the door. It was Prince. He was asking everyone to try on the glass slipper to see if it fitted them. The first ugly sister tried to put the slipper on, but her foot was too big. The second ugly sister tried to put her foot, but it was too long. The wicked stepmother tried to put her foot, was too ugly. Then the prince asked Cinderella to try her slipper, and it was just right. The ugly sisters and the wicked stepmother couldn't believe it. Cinderella left the house and married the Prince Charming, and they lived happily ever after. So that was my story for this week. So tomorrow we will be making some clothes for Cinderella. So make sure you listen to the story, and we will do a recap on our story. So bye for now. Thank you for listening. Bye.